Hey, this is Dan Kidder with Sportsman's Warehouse. You know, as a survival instructor, one of the key skills that we make sure people know how to do is build fire. And there are a lot of products on the market to help you build fire. I don't get excited about a lot of them, but I am excited about this new one. Pyro Putty is a multi-use fire starter made by the guys at PhoneScope. They come in 3 formulations. You've got your blue, which is your winter blend. It's a looser, so that it doesn't freeze up on you and it's still usable in very cold weather. You've got your summer blend, which is a bit firmer, so that when it does get warm out, it will soften up and allow you to use it. And then you have your eco blend. I've been carrying the eco blend for months. I carry a little tin in my pocket with my ferro rod all the time. I really like that it has some extra properties. It has citronella oil in it, and it smells great, but it also repels insects. It has waterproofing capability, so if you've got a seam on a tent, and all of these can do this. If you have a seam on a tent that's leaking, you can rub some of this on there and it will seal that up. It's a great salve. If you have dry skin or cracked skin, you can rub it all over. And then as you've seen, it is a wonderful, amazing fire starter. Works when it's soaking wet. It has nothing in here that will harm the environment or you. It's completely non-toxic. I love that it has multiple uses. It's safe, it's good for the environment. The green is made completely with natural, renewable resources. So you don't have to have a match or a ferro rod to get this going. I actually carry one of these Fresnel lenses in my wallet. It's the size of a credit card. And you see it starting to smoke. A blob about that size will burn for about 15 minutes. So, awesome product. Comes in the large size. It also comes in these small little tins. So you get a variety of these little tins. So you can carry those in your pocket and throw them into your backpack. You're gonna have them. They float. If you drop them out of the boat, out of the canoe, they're gonna float. And they're gonna still work when they're totally wet. So if this did leak and water got in there, you could wring it out, expose some fibers. That's the key, is you wanna expose the fibers so that when you do touch it with fire, it catches those fibers and it will burn. And a dollop like that, about the size of a nickel, is gonna burn for, 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how much wind there is. It is fairly windproof, but the wind will blow it out, so you gotta kind of guard it a little bit. All right, one of the great benefits of the Pyro Putty is that it is a putty. And so you can see it stays upside down. So when I light it here with the dual arc lighter, as it burns, it's actually burning up toward our fuel source, which is our stick. So for drying out wood that's a little bit wet, like this stick is, it's burning up into your fuel source. So being a putty is an actual benefit to it. Amazing product. Not expensive at all, really inexpensive, really valuable if you get out in the outdoors and you need to start a fire. You can see I took this very wet wood and it's already starting to make a fire here just by applying some of that Pyro Putty up underneath it and getting it lit. Another great product that they've come out with along the same lines is their Pyro Putty dual arc lighter. This is an electric lighter in a waterproof case. It recharges and it shoots 2 arcs of electricity, and they ignite things real well, even when there's wind. It doesn't use fuel. There is no butane or lighter fluid in this. It's completely rechargeable. It's got a USB charging jack in the back of it under the cover so that it stays waterproof. Pocket-sized, lifetime of use. So if you're out in the outdoors and you don't have a match, making one can be a difficult thing unless you have Pyro Putty. Take a little gob of it, put it around a stick, fluff up your embers. And now you've got a match that you can put down into your fire, light multiple places, light a lantern, or anything else that you would need a match for. You can do it with your Pyro Putty. Sportsman's Warehouse is carrying all of the Pyro Putty line. Go check it out. It's going to be in the camping department. Add this to your kit and always have a fire when you need it with Pyro Putty.